bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Bring 'em Out with your hosts, Joel Richardson and Alan Hill.
Hey everybody, we're here at the SunnyBrook Ballroom inside the Speakeasy for another episode of Bring 'em Out. I'm Alan Hill, here with SoulJoel himself, Joel Richardson, and today we have part 2 of the Wild Card Joe Richardson. He is back and badder than ever. What's
Peace
up,
out.
man?
Peace out.
Got recognized at the open mic. Got recognized at the show last night.
Twice.
Yeah.
I'm getting popular.
And some people, even though we interviewed him, had some questions. People had some further questions for me about the interview.
Yeah, they didn't come up directly and ask me if I had a pound of weed in my trunk of my car that I could sell them, but
Or what else you have in the trunk of your car.
Ooh.
Any of that brick of Viagra left?
No.
One of my last purchases. Pew pew pew.
Was it really?
Pew pew pew. AR-15 in the trunk of my car.
Oh,
Yeah.
And by the way, he purposely didn't talk into the microphone for that one, as if he wasn't live on the pod.
Yeah.
A couple initials followed by a 15.
Hey, you never know. You know, this is Pottstown. You never know.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
that's right.
Yeah, I read an article recently. This state is one of the states that has the largest number of gun owners in the country.
Yeah, that
In
makes
Pennsylvania.
Yes, Pennsylvania.
sense. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why all audiences are safe.
I think it's number 12, actually. I think it's number 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 among the states.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wyoming, I think, is number 1
Is it now? This is per capita, obviously.
per capita.
Yeah.
Guns per capita.
Okay. Texas doesn't lead, huh?
Texas does not lead. Texas is
They have
down
an
there
Au-
like
they have an
4th
Austin
or
in the
5th.
mix, and they have Austin's in
yeah,
the mix
bunch
there.
of
Yeah, they got their
Bible huggers down there.
Dude, so Alan, I performed for the first time in like weeks, maybe even a month.
Oh, you did a set last night?
I did a set last
I
night.
just thought you were just
He
doing your own-
hosted.
I didn't realize.
So we did the first graduation class for
That's
we had
so
the
cool, man.
comedy show class that Steve Rinaldi and Jay Yoder taught very well, I might add. And it was they finished with 11 out of the 12 students. One of them, her work schedule changed. She's going to do the next one.
Oh, good.
But so no one dropped out. But they had 11 students.
Good for them.
8 out of 11 had never performed before.
Wow.
It was good. It was good.
That's great.
Like far exceeded
Really
my
good talent.
expectations because
Nice
I
talent.
hadn't. I came in and spoke to the class, but I didn't see anybody. Obviously, besides Ronan, I hadn't seen anybody perform. Oh, and Meredith, but I had never seen them perform.
Sure.
So Steve Rinaldi went and hosted.
Uh-huh.
Then brought me. Well, he came up and cold open.
He did
say.
your normal thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I came up and did a set and then hosted.
You did an actual hosting.
Yep,
Yep.
exactly. But I said to Jay Yoder, I said, "Is Steve Rinaldi trying to bury me?" Because he's coming out and he's coming out firing, and he's been at the gym. I haven't been working out, so I thought he was. I was like, and I told him, he goes, "No, man, I've been doing this," and Jay was like, "I thought it was weird too." No, but Steve goes, I've been doing these classes a lot, so I know what to say. Like, he really got the crowd trained and ready to go.
Yeah.
But I came out with him in the crowd and spoke about him and the UPS story and 3 up, 3 down, 3 marriages, 3 divorces.
Love it.
He's the reason why I do comedy.
Blood drops on the bicep.
Oh, I didn't get to that. But how I was
We'll punch
best
it up.
man and went 2 and 3.
He laid enough information.
But
out.
now
That's
I want to
great, man.
ask him how he felt because I haven't got a chance to ask him. Because afterwards I go, "Hey, you hungry?" "Nope, I'll see you later," and peaced out. I said, "Love you." Didn't hear from him until 9 a.m. this morning. He ghosted me.
I started.
So
That's hard. I'm an old guy. I started.
yeah, but you told me a while ago if we can't make fun of family members, we can't make fun of anyone.
It didn't faze me at all.
Didn't phase you at all.
Not one bit.
Okay.
Not one little bit.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't seem like he's going to get phased really
No.
easy.
I mean, if it weren't true, I might have a problem with it.
Right. If you're up there
But-
making stuff up, yeah.
Yeah, especially if it's not so cool stuff. Right.
Well,
but making up stuff that's true, I can't deny it. Let it ride.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But he, Scott, Reddy, executive chef, Jess Hawkins, general manager, they came in and watching.
Oh, they were watching.
But
Cool.
before the show, he sits in the back on the closest to the exit when you check in, like your section.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the back.
Okay.
On the right. On the right.
I got you. Yep.
And I tell him, I go, dude, by the way, I'm going to be in the back because I'm going to be hosting. I said, and also my girlfriend's here if you want to sit next to her. He goes, nah, I'm cool right here. I got a straight shot of the stage.
See, now, I do.
What's
I do
the problem?
Understand, I do understand where he's coming from there. I really do.
It's a beautiful angle.
But
Right.
you designed the kill box.
I know.
No matter where you're standing, it's a straight shot to the stage. It doesn't like you're doing an NBA 3-point.
I didn't try the other.
Any point on the perimeter.
I was comfortable where I was at.
It's a straight shot. Whether it's 3
Let
o'clock,
it-
9 o'clock, or 12 o'clock, you got a straight shot to the stage. What is he talking about?
Why are
dude?
people always picking on me?
By the way, Alan, this is day 14. He hasn't eaten at Gatsby's. He's been here from China. Has not.
Wait, let me correct that. He prepared his own meal in Gatsby's kitchen one day.
That's off the record, and we don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I love it, man.
I'm trying to eat everything that I can't get when I'm at home. When I'm in China.
Okay. Which is like what's on that list?
Like Wawa hoagies, like soft pretzels, like
Scott made spaghetti and meatballs at home.
I had some.
Had a couple, then went to Wawa. Got a Wawa meatball hoagie, and came and ate here.
That's awesome.
I didn't choose
That's so
comedy.
awesome.
Comedy chose me.
Well,
100%. God, that's awesome. So how did the bit go over then when you were talking about your dad?
Yeah, well, he goes, watch it there.
easy now.
Easy now.
Laddie Buck.
Let's not put.
when it
Let's
came to
not put
heckling-
too much out there.
What according to
There's a line.
heckling, it was friendly fire.
Friendly fire. Nice.
But I will-
seemed to be friendly fire.
I'll tell you, Colleen was there because she was there seeing Okudo.
Oh, shout out to Colleen.
Yeah,
Love Colleen.
and she's going to take the next one. But
Nice.
she was there to support. And she sent me a message afterwards. She said, my comedy was very different. She goes, at no point during the crowd interaction did she think to herself, ouch. She goes, am I getting soft? 'Cause I guess I didn't come out like, boom, boom, boom. I've had 2 cups of coffee.
Oh, I get it. Yes.
Yeah, and I said, well, I go, honestly, and Steve pulled me out of the audience to go back, and he goes, dude, this is like a Tonight Show hot crowd. The crowd was like, and I always say, I'm like, give energy right back.
Yep.
I didn't even do that because I didn't need to.
Yeah, that's
the
so
crowd
cool.
was top level. Like, they were laughing at
awesome.
me.
That is
So they
awesome.
were laughing at everyone. Like,
Which is unusual.
laughing-
Yeah.
there it is.
When we saw the crowd laughing at Joel, it
He's
was
just-
like, oh, this is a hot crowd.
Yeah. Hey, you keep teeing
How
them
much
up,
did
they'll
we pay
knock 'em
these
out.
guys?
Yeah.
That's great, man. Oh,
So you
shoot.
get this big laugh sign. Okay, laugh.
Yeah, right.
laugh.
The cue cards.
Cue cards. Laugh.
But yeah, I mean, it was off to the races, dude. And
That's
I
so cool.
didn't think I needed it. Like,
But everybody did very well. I mean, all the comedians, I think, did well.
well, in fact, I
Good for
had
them, man. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
a lady reach out and said she was on the fence about the next comedy class, and I said, well, why don't you be my guest, come Thursday night, and I explained it exactly the way I explained it to you.
She wasn't from around here either. I think she's from out there somewhere.
Okay, well, anyway, so
Out there?
Yeah, she's not
not
a local.
necessarily Pottstown, but Lower Pottsgrove.
She's not a local. She's not a. This lady, I did not
Wait, you
pick
talked
up
to her?
that she was a local. Yeah,
Who?
the lady,
Colleen?
the lady that came and stood there and waited for you and said, "Hi, I'm Colleen."
No, she's not. But that's not who I'm talking about.
Oh,
She's taking the next class too. She is from Glenside, right where the Keswick Theater is.
That's Colleen that I know.
Colleen that you know.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
far, right?
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes, 50
Right,
minutes.
right,
Yeah.
right.
No, but I was talking about someone else I invited to be there.
Gotcha. That
And-
was interested in the class.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware.
Oh, hey.
And
I don't get all the information.
yeah.
I get kept in the dark.
Bits and pieces.
You met Brett for the first time last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, Brett's
Yeah.
the man. We love Brett.
He showed up in shorts.
Showed up in shorts and a t-shirt.
Brett?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it hit 50 degrees. Why not
Oh,
shorts?
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Is
Now,
that
he,
is that his level? 50 degrees and he's.
I
shorts?
guess. Well, he might as well have parked out by the dome.
now, had he calmed down from Saturday night?
Yeah. But he was fired up about something else,
Brett,
I
I
think.
love you, bud.
Yeah.
I love you so much. That was, man, somebody got in Brett's personal space on Saturday at the reggae show.
Yeah.
And
Packed.
it was which was awesome, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome. It was so good. People
Bob-
loved it, man.
What do you mean they got in his space?
Well, there was a guy who was, let's just say, he was
Could
on
we
the
have
far
tased-
side
could-
of
could-
gregarious.
Could we have tasered him?
He didn't deserve a tasering.
Okay.
He was
But
shy
thank
of,
you for
but-
asking.
Now, Bud, if Brett had one on him, it might be a different story right now. But
Yeah.
no, Brett was stayed super professional. But the guy was he was fired up and he was a little saucy. You know what I mean? And he was a close talker, like the Seinfeld
Right.
thing. You know what I
In
mean?
your grill.
And, yeah, he was right here. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
right
Like,
in your
literally
grill.
right there. And and Brett does not brook personal space nonsense. And his head was steaming for hours. It was priceless, man. Priceless.
I can't imagine that.
Oh, you got to see it. It's something. It's something.
But I understand when you see him smiling all the whole time, it is hard to picture anything else.
yeah,
Yeah. Because I've only seen him happy.
Yes, and he's the nicest guy ever.
Right.
And you know, I love Brett. I would fight for Brett.
Yeah.
but boy, when he gets mad, and he stays professional, 100% credit to the man. But he'll vent, and you'll see him walking around and like making a little
Little
like
snorts.
I'm eating this. You know what I mean? I love it.
Wow.
He's the best. That's cool. You got to meet him.
Yeah. Man, there's so many things we got to talk about though with you.
Well, we barely scratched the surface. I know that much.
Go.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we walk in to the regular place that by my sister's house where I live, and this is last year when we were all living together. We go to pick up Chinese food. He immediately goes, "They're from Hong Kong."
They're from Shanghai.
Okay.
Okay. But the accent, Shanghai accent and Hong Kong accent,
Oh, it's very similar.
very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big city.
Yep. I learned that. That is filed away. That's a good nugget from last time.
Yeah. So like Philadelphia and New York, like how far away are they apart?
Oh, Shanghai and Hong Kong.
Oh, 3-hour plane ride?
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
not close.
No, not close.
It's like here to Miami.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 5-6 hour high speed train ride.
Oh, wow. I assume you've been on the high-speed train?
Yeah.
What's that like,
My
man?
favorite.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about that. That's so
My
cool. I'm glad it
favorite.
came up.
300 and some miles per hour,
What does it feel like sitting on it?
like air.
See, that's cool.
Just smooth as silk.
I love that.
Wouldn't
man.
even know you were on a train. Man. Wouldn't even know.
Man.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And cheap.
Okay. Okay.
I go like from here to Pittsburgh for it's 45 renminbi, so it's like $8, $10.
Are you? Wow. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Like, Amtrak doesn't do that. Amtrak used to be a cheap ticket, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Well, everything's.
But did you
pretty
say
cheap.
3-hour train or 3-hour plane?
To Shanghai?
Yeah,
Plane.
plane. Right.
5-hour train, if I heard right.
Plane.
Was
Thank you.
Plane.
Oh, he's out there. Then he sits there and sees a guy from England with an English accent.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
this
and
is back
goes,
at the Chinese restaurant?
No.
It's upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he goes, "You a wanker."
No, I said, hey, you wanker. He just goes,
Oh, it's funny. Did you ask him if he could bum a fag?
no. Oh, that happened to me. Are you kidding me? So I fly into England,
Where he lived for a little bit of time. I'm gonna
where I live.
Oh,
let's frame this a little bit.
okay.
Where I
Yeah,
lived
just
in
not a
England.
random trip.
All right.
Not just a little doot-dee-doo.
Another little peel of the onion. I like it.
Another layer,
So I fly
aka the
into
90s.
in the UK. A car one of the company cars picks me up, takes me to my house.
What were you
They-
doing at the time, can I ask?
Avoiding his
What
You said company picked
his non
electronics.
Okay.
Electronics. Yeah,
He-
electronics.
He was getting away from his non-compete clause in the United States.
Okay. Nice.
I-
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that.
I worked for a company in the U.S. and the guy was a prick, and I said, "Fuck you, I'm out of here."
These colors don't run, brother, but they do move overseas.
Right. So he pulls me. So the day I'm leaving. He pulls me in. The president, the CEO of the company, pulls me into his office. He says, "You have a non-compete. If I hear of you being in the industry at all, I'm suing you."
Okay.
I went, all right, cool beans. So the next day, I just get in a plane and fly to England.
Find me here,
They
bitch.
they don't honor non-competes in England. Kiss my ass. And they speak English, bitch.
Next question,
Proper
Alan.
English.
Yeah. And I know most of the people that I'm dealing with. So I get to the they rented me a house. I get to the house. The guy goes inside the house. I put my bags away. My driver, he goes in and he picks up a set of keys off the counter and flips the keys to me and says, "Here's the keys to your car. It's in the garage." I went, all right. They got me a Honda CR-V something or other.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay, yeah. So, but I went to get into the car and it's on the wrong side.
Yeah, correct.
So I
yes.
got into the passenger side. And he goes, "No, mate, that ain't going to work. You got to drive over here." Okay. So I get into the car. I figure out all of this.
That's got to be so weird.
It's the opposite.
That's got to be really
Right.
weird.
So he gives me directions how to get to the office. I get to the office. The CEO of the company's there. He takes me in. He introduces me to all the employees. And I said, "Okay, I want to have a chat with you guys." And the one guy says to me, he says, "You want to go out in the parking lot and have a fag?"
Well, why not two?
Oh,
Let's make it a real good time.
this is my
the more the merrier.
This is my first morning in the UK, right? Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah, Alan, maybe you should have your first cup of coffee.
No, they didn't have coffee. They had tea.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. These.
So I'm up on all the lingo, right? So I'm like, "I'm sorry, but where I'm from, we don't do fags in the parking lot."
You're not going to the right clubs.
Insert joke here.
This guy lost it.
Oh, it's great.
He lost it.
Oh, it's
He
great.
buckled over laughing. He went, "No, a cigarette."
Yes, there it is.
I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, let's go have a smoke."
That is one of the more funny cross the pond differences in lingo.
I traveled with him. His name was, we called him Bear.
Bear.
Yeah, he made you look small.
Bear.
He played semi-pro football in England.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Bear.
Yeah. He was a guard.
Oh, then he's a
Defensive
big boy.
guard.
Yeah. A lineman or big gentleman.
He was a monster. He carried me out of a bar one night in Germany. Oh yeah.
He doesn't drink very much.
So we're in Germany, right? We're in Germany, and we're shooting pool. And this German guy says, "You from America?" I went, "Yeah." He says, "I want to shoot you in pool." Okay. So we're shooting pool, and I was shooting a lot of pool at that time. So I kicked his ass.
8-ball, 9-ball, snooker.
And he gets this German guy gets all pissed off and gets up in my face and says, "You guys bombed this entire city, and the only thing that was left after you got done was that cathedral across the street." I said, "Well, just hold on a second here, sir." I said, "In case I'm mistaken, I wasn't even born, okay, when this all went down." And I said, "In fact, your little guy with the funny looking mustache started the whole fucking thing, so get out of my face." It went downhill from there.
Welcome to Germany. Were you ever a diplomat?
and my boy Bear goes, "Time to go." He picks me up, throws me on his shoulder, walks out of the place, and he can't figure out where we are, so we could go back to the hotel. And he's turning and he's banging my head against the stop sign. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Put me down, you big beast.
But he's always adapted. One of his last jobs before all this and before he was living in China was he was a sales director in Bellingham, but they were based in Toronto, and it had sales reps throughout the whole country. And obviously Canada. So this woman, sales rep from Southern California, drove to Toronto and calls him and was like, "Ah!" It was snowing for the first time.
She never drove.
And she didn't know, is it okay? Can I drive in this?
Oh, get out of town.
She had no idea.
Where was she from again?
Southern California.
Oh.
In Toronto for the first
like
time.
Stevie Weeby.
It was snow. Yeah, it was snowing. Yeah.
Dude.
Freaked her.
Oh, that's a riot.
Yeah.
She'd never done snow.
But it was like, yeah.
That's amazing.
It was
Never
like
done
calling
snow
Oh,
AAA.
she's driving in it.
Yeah, call AAA
boy.
or like the help desk.
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on? Like, he became the life coach. Like,
I
is
told
this
her.
okay?
I told her to
What's happening?
Deal with it, bitch.
Priceless.
Something we take for granted. Someone like that from there who's never seen snow before is like, is this okay?
Totally, man.
Is this gonna
totally.
start cracking the windshield?
Yeah, and Canada, that's real snow.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like man
Yeah.
snow.
Yeah. That's bear snow.
Bear snow. Oh man, beautiful.
Yeah, I've been all over. I've been a lot of places.
What were we tapping the inside of the thigh there?
Was
Was that your way of verbally saying
It felt good.
Okay.
It's Morse code for somebody watching.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the story? If it feels good, do it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I believe that is the story.
I like it. I've lived my life by that
Yeah.
philosophy.
I mean, why
Smoke
hide
them
it?
if you got them, boys.
Smoke them if you got them, boy. I don't have any.
That's one thing he always tells me when I'm on the phone with him. Have fun. Always
See, I love
ends every conversation with have fun.
I love that.
Life's got to be fun. If life isn't fun, bag it.
Yes,
Now,
love it.
Alan,
right there with you, man.
you told me, and that was off the pod.
Yeah.
But why don't you kind of set the scene for what happened at a certain event? You don't have to say what event it was, but it was a conversation that my dad had with another person,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh God, I'm blanking.
and you gave a look.
Let's go to.
Oh.
Let's go.
I'm with you.
Let's go to Iceland.
That and you started like it was the most interesting thing you've ever heard in your life, and I knew you were running something. But I did. It hadn't fully
I had
sunk
just
in.
walked out of the room, so I didn't see any of this. I had to hear it secondhand from you after the fact.
Dude, he is.
But
all
you
of a
filled
sudden-
me in, and I knew exactly what happened and how it went down.
Oh, all of a sudden he is just the most interested person in Iceland cruises.
Yeah.
And
But in all sincerity, I do want to go to Iceland.
right. I see.
I want to see those. I want to see those. I recently read an article about these Iceland villages that are still there from the old Vikings.
Yes, which actually sounds very cool.
You know, because I watch all those Vikings. See, I don't get TV. I mean, I get TV. I went out. I'll tell you a story.
Well, that's why
So
we're here.
I went out and I bought this.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, I was out shopping, and it was in an electronics store where they sell all kinds of electronics. And the guy is Samsung dealer, and he had one of the 83-inch 8K TVs.
Oh, okay, no joke.
And I'm standing there looking at this thing, and I'm like, I'm getting a boner, right?
I'm gonna ask. Don't just tell us a story. Don't hold back. Give us all the details.
Now we know what to do when the Viagra runs out. Let's take him to the electronics store.
Yeah, and show me the 8K TV. Right?
Good genes.
I get excited about good electronics and innovative and new things excite me.
That's cool. I've got a buddy that's very much like that. That's
Because when I started in electronics, I started in computers in 1968.
cool. Which is insane. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, so I've seen some crazy shit.
you've seen a lot of the lifespan of the entire thing.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of hardware.
Yeah. And software. Yeah, I've seen a lot. But anyhow. So, I'm at this TV shop.
Okay.
I'm looking at this I think it's 83-inch 8K TV. And I'm looking at Min Jin, and I said, I want that TV. She goes, that TV is 70,000 RMB. It's $10,000.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. They delivered it the next week. Okay. So I order cable. I get the cable, right? There's no American channels. They're all Chinese. So the only TV I can watch on my brand new 83-inch 8K TV is people talking Chinese.
Jackie Chan movies all day
Or
long.
Mandarin.
Yeah, right.
So I don't even watch it, right? So I just watch my little iPad Pro with Netflix and Hulu, and because they won't let those on, even though this is a smart TV and I can hook it up to
I was
the
gonna
internet.
ask, yeah,
Oh, I
okay.
can hook it up to the internet, but you can't get Hulu and all those things through the firewall.
Oh, I see.
They won't let you watch it.
So the only way to do it is on the device itself.
Yeah. So
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating. So what do you? So now, do you still have the TV?
I still have the TV. Yeah. I don't watch it.
Just pull up Rush
Beautiful.
Hour every
It's
now and then. Or something.
Beautiful TV.
Oh,
So what else do I want to talk about?
So what else is cooking?
I don't know. It's gonna be a hot night, I guess. Big crowd.
got a great comic coming tonight.
Yeah.
Broussard is a great joke writer, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's a top
And
notch
he's
joke writer.
taping he's taping a special tomorrow
Where?
in Brooklyn, in
Oh,
New
wow.
York. Yeah, and he's
So this is like the big final warm-up.
yeah, the
Oh, that's
final run
great.
through. Yeah.
Oh, that's even cooler than I was expecting. And
Yeah.
I was expecting awesomeness.
Yeah.
He was a beast on the back on the roast battle, Comedy Central roast battles.
Yeah.
He was just a beast on those things, man.
Exactly.
Great
yeah.
writer. He was on a show that Mark Norman and Joe List were on that aired maybe 6 months ago now.
Great
that was
guys.
a British joke off show where they had to just write. I mean, everybody had to write like 30 jokes a show, and they
Okay.
were on multiple episodes.
Was it the game show kind of thing, or no?
It was kind of. There was no real winner. You
Right.
know?
But they were-
it
they
was,
were-
yeah, it was 2 teams of 3 comics.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Broussard, List,
But it's
Norman.
that's no longer. It doesn't.
Well, the first season ran its course. I don't
Oh.
know if it'll be back for season 2 or not.
Okay.
But Broussard's a beast, man. It's too late now but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good show.
I think we might have bored our
We
guests.
lost the wild card.
We lost them.
Well, I have 2 things in the chamber whenever we want to go to them.
Ready?
All right,
Yeah, please fire them up.
all right. Let's talk about your rodeo days, please.
Oh.
Please, let's talk about your rodeo days.
You got a big belt buckle.
So my father raised horses.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And he had colts, right? And I was bucking out the colts, okay? Riding them, getting them ready to train, to finish off. And it got to the point where I wasn't getting bucked off, okay? So my dad's trainer said, there's a rodeo come to town. Maybe you ought to try it. I went, all right, I'll do that.
This is Morgantown.
Uniontown.
Oh, it was Uniontown.
Yeah.
And how old are you at this point, ish?
16, 17,
Okay.
something
Cool.
like that. Yeah.
I was thinking teens. Want to make sure I had the right picture.
So I rode in the rodeo. I scored, and that was the end of it. I did it. I won the bet, and I don't know. It was like 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, I get a rodeo card in the mail because I got so many points.
You're now an official, it's like getting your SAG card as an actor or something?
I can ride.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
yeah. So I did it.
So you did you went on tour, or you would do it when they came to your hometown? Or
If they were within 150 miles of my home, I would go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I would go and ride.
That's so cool.
I can't tell you how many nights I rode home with broken fingers.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
What was the longest that you stayed on?
8 seconds.
That's all.
That's
a
that's
long
maximum.
damn ride.
That's it. 8 seconds is the
That's
ride.
it.
That's
right.
the ride.
Okay, I didn't know there
Yeah.
were. Okay, I didn't know
So
that.
you can't go any longer.
You can if you're crazy.
But they're not. That's where they stop.
But
timing
Yeah,
and
eight-
everything.
8 seconds the clowns come out.
You get off.
Okay.
Okay.
You want off.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
it's
what
ba-
happens if 2 people do 8 seconds in one night? Who wins? How does
well,
that get
they're
determined?
judged.
Okay.
There's judges.
That's what I wondered. Okay.
And it's all on style.
Style. I was just about to say style points, which
Style points.
I
oh,
mean,
come on.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm betting on you on style.
Yeah, exactly. Ty goes to the wild card.
Probably shooting off a gun while.
Yeah.
And I had some
As
pretty.
he runs his fingers through his hair.
I had some pretty cool chaps too.
Assless?
I was a pretty hot-looking cowboy.
Oh man.
What color
Oh, I
were
love
what
it.
color were the chaps?
They were beige.
Okay.
And they had,
Beige chaps.
and they had my initials.
You were a beige cowboy?
They had my initials at the bottom, JR.
Oh well. See, this is another thing coming to you eventually
Yeah.
because the initials are lined up.
Oh yeah.
No, your grandmother gave them away to some other kid. He had the same initials, JR. She gave them to him. I'm like, you did what?
You gave away my chaps?
You gave away my history?
My chaps. Oh
Can't
man,
believe it.
that's
Now-
incredible, man. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Now, my mom had a story about you had her hold something and she was holding, and then all of a sudden, like, it almost like she.
Almost ripped their hand off.
Yeah. What
Was
was
it
the story
Yeah,
there?
we- No, we were.
You
I
can
was,
explain it because I didn't fully understand.
I was giving horses. I had to give some horses a shot. Okay, so this one horse, he wasn't real fond of needles. Okay, and he was a pretty smart horse. Okay, and so I used to put a twitch on him, and a twitch it's a wooden handle with a chain loop on it, and you take and you put their nose in it, and then you twist it.
Keeps their mouth shut.
No, it causes to get their attention. Their attention's on their nose
Oh, I see.
because you got it in a hold. You're tightening it down, right? And then I'm in the back
So
giving
you
the
can
horse
sneak about and do your business. I get it. Okay.
do the shot.
Cool.
Well, she wasn't real keen on keeping it tight, and her hand got in there somehow, and the horse did this and caused pain.
All her fingers are still
You
intact.
can't take a city girl into the. I'll tell you another story.
Oh, here we go. I like it.
Yeah. So, and she was a city girl, born and raised north side of Pittsburgh,
Oh, okay.
Catholic school, farm animals. No, okay, my fault. So, my second wife's brother-in-law.
Okay.
Okay, he was the one of the marketing directors for the hockey league.
Oh, get out.
NHL. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an interesting job.
Yeah.
My first stepmom's brother-in-law.
Stepmom's brother-in-law. Got it.
Yeah. So, so he was from born and raised in New York City.
Okay.
In New York City area,
Very much a city boy.
Manhattanite.
Manhattanite.
Very
right.
much.
Lived
As
on the
city-
upper
as city as it gets.
Upper East Side. Right in Manhattan. Right. So he comes up to the farm. Right. To my wife's farm.
Okay.
So they have her father raised chickens.
Mm.
He had a chicken farm. He
Okay.
had like 120,000 chickens.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, he had big.
That's a lot of
He
chickens.
he was large.
Dang.
Yeah, he had a lot of chickens. So anyhow, so Matt comes up to the farm and he goes, "Hey," he says, "I want to go up and see your horses." I went, "All right." So I called my sister on the phone. I said, "Amy, what are you doing?" She said, "I'm over at the barn. I'm giving internals to the mares." I went, "Could you hold up on the internals until you hear my truck pull up? Don't start one." She went, "Okay." So Matt gets in the truck, go up to the barn. My sister hears it. She has a glove on to here, right? And she has her arm down inside the mare. Doing the internal, right? When Matt walks through the door.
Welcome in.
The city slicker.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
And
Steve boy?
Matt goes, "Ah." He says, "The stories are true."
Oh, no, you did not. That's awesome.
Didn't even miss a beat.
That's great.
Maybe a little phased.
The
But
stories are true.
Oh, that's great. What a reaction. That's awesome.
Yeah. I lost it.
That's awesome.
This is perfect.
That's beautiful.
New
man.
York City boy seeing my sister's arm elbow deep inside the mirror, and he goes, "The stories are true."
Classic.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But what happened? You said the needle, and then what happened with her hand?
Your mother's hand?
Yeah.
Oh, she just got it pinched.
She had to go to the hospital, I heard. Stitches? No?
Oh, no, that's too much drama. No, she didn't have no stitches.
All
Are
right.
you kidding me?
Butter. Put a little butter on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a Band-Aid on it. Suck it up.
Possibly a couple butterfly stitches from my father. Stories vary.
I don't remember that.
That's awesome.
No. Because as soon as you feel it pinching, you let go, don't you?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, well, let me hold on until I bleed.
Yada, yada, yada. They got divorced.
That's it. You didn't know it was her actual blood on the tattoo.
I don't think we were married yet.
Oh, you weren't married yet?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of that timeline.
What's the furthest that you were a rodeo rider?
Furthest what?
Furthest away from Uniontown. You said 150 miles?
Yeah, 150, 200 miles. Mostly Ohio, West Virginia.
Wheeling, like what? Wheeling, like West Virginia.
Southern West
Southern.
Virginia.
Yeah, as opposed to Northern,
Squeal like
where
a
they don't
pig.
play the banjo. Yeah.
Electric guitar. Yeah, 200 miles. Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, New Jersey.
Wait, Kentucky's only 200 miles from
Part of it.
Uniontown?
Part of it. Yeah. Yeah, we used to go down to Kentucky. A lot of fun. 1964 Volkswagen.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what my car was.
Now we're talking.
Like the Beetle.
Yeah, the Beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Those things ran forever.
64. I think it was only like 48 horsepower or something. Like you had to do a Fred Flintstone every once in a while to get it going.
Where'd they all go? Where'd all the Beetles go? Those things ran forever, and all of a sudden they all just disappeared.
That is true.
They junked them. They rusted out and junked them.
I guess that makes sense, but
Yeah.
I prefer
The ones that are still
conspiracy.
around have like 30 different stickers.
Yeah.
I wish I still had my Volkswagens.
They were great.
They're bringing
cars.
huge money now.
Yeah.
My bus, I sold my
I was just going to bring up the
I
buses,
sold
yeah.
my bus for like $4,000, and they're going for like 17, 18, 20,000, 60,000.
Yeah, they're the people that don't have the money to get the super RV that costs $250,000 or whatever.
Right.
That's their thing. They're cool. I've known plenty of. I spent a lot of time in Grateful Dead shows and lots of hippie shows.
Oh, lots of Grateful Dead.
Everybody
bands.
was driving either
Yeah.
the Beatles or the buses.
Yeah.
Oh, that was their choice.
All the hardcore
vehicle
road
choice.
people.
My mother used to get into the bus, and she would go, "What's that smell?"
Oh, well.
I know exactly what that's.
I said, "It's patchouli." Patchouli.
Yeah, that's
Patchouli.
two things on this. One, during the brick of Viagra in the kitchen,
Yeah.
he was staying with me.
Yeah.
We would start the day by going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I came down and smelled the smell.
Yeah.
And I go, "What is that smell?" He goes, "I've been wondering the same thing."
Something burning? What is that?
I love the patchouli line too.
Here's another interesting story, which I don't know if I ever shared with you. 1969. He's 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was 15.
Well, okay, because you hadn't yet turned.
I was 16 in December.
His birthday's in December.
Okay.
I was 15.
Yeah, so wasn't able to drive. Got caught hitchhiking 20 miles away from his house trying to get to Woodstock.
No way.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I was gone.
That's awesome.
I had my paper bag full of my clothes, my change of my clothes, and I was out. I was going to Woodstock.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
My dad got me.
Son of a gun.
Get in the fucking truck.
Not sure if he cursed, but it was better for the effect.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to any of the music festivals back in the day? You ever never made it to any of them? Yeah,
I went to Watkins Glen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
My dad got arrested at Watkins Glen.
Really?
Yeah, I forget the whole story, but I know there was a part of it was him running through the grounds with a keg on his back, trying to get away from the cops.
But and that town just gets overwhelmed whenever there's any kind of an event at the
It's so much. It's
at the
gotta be.
racetrack.
Yeah.
That this town itself just gets overwhelmed.
Man,
It's unbelievable.
I've never been there, so I don't know I didn't realize it was such
It's
a
a
small
little
town.
it's a little hick town.
Right on.
Yeah, you got like one little. Well, at that time, when was that? 1970. I think maybe 1970.
Okay,
I mean, there was nothing.
that's wild, man.
Yeah,
That is wild,
and thousands of people.
man.
Fun
I tried to
time.
get
Yeah,
the
it was-
Woodstock. I
tried to
that,
get
man.
to Woodstock.
My mom and dad bullshitted me until I was 17 years old that they were at Woodstock because on my mom and my dad's name, I'm named after my dad, so he went by Al instead of Alan. My mom's Faye, and on the Woodstock record, okay, at one point it says Al and Faye, please report to the medical tent. Al and Faye, please report to the medical tent. And it was right after he goes, and please don't take the brown acid. And my mom told me when I was
Wow.
like 10 years old, yeah, we were at Woodstock. And then she kept that going for 7 years until she finally told me it was horseshit.
Wow.
Yep.
But there was somebody, Faye and
Alan Faye were
Alan
there.
Faye were,
Yep.
were
Yeah,
there.
Not my Alan Faye.
What are the
Wow.
odds?
I know, right? Yeah, man. Yep, that was a good one. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Your thoughts? But you did say your first date with mom, or one of the first dates, was you went to the Charlie Daniels band, right?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see, Charlie Daniels. So I had just
It
baked
was
up,
a good time.
a batch of brownies
Oh, hey, now we're talking.
for the concert.
Good time in a pan.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure that they were the one with nuts.
Oh, these were male. These were male. These were male
Didn't miss
brownies
a
for
beat.
sure. They had nuts.
They were a bit they were a bit fertile.
So I walk into the door, and I was a cowboy at that time. I can show you some photos. I was a cowboy. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a cowboy hat, I had a trophy buckle, boot. I had the whole get up on, right? So I walk in, and the policeman looks at me, and goes, "Excuse me, sir, what's in the bag?" I said, "Brownies, officer. Would you care for one?"
Oh, I love it.
He went, "No, thanks. I'm good." Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, I love it.
Walked right in.
Love it.
And that was it.
Oh, if he would have take that brownie, he would have eaten that brownie.
Oh, man.
Within 45 minutes, he'd have been off duty.
It'd have been a whole different day for that
Oh,
gentleman.
yeah. Because those babies were loaded.
I love it, man.
They were loaded.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And edibles weren't nearly as commonly known back then, so you could
Oh, you
pull that on a...
you think they knew or didn't know?
Oh, he didn't know from what I could gather. Right? Or no? Did
I don't think he knew.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he
Okay.
knew.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
I couldn't
No.
tell by the way he told the story.
But he was on duty, so I still don't think he couldn't accept
right,
food.
Right, exactly.
immediately,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
He was
yeah,
on
yeah.
duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would have
Gladly given him one.
absolutely. And got him some milk if he needed some milk. Yeah. You know, officer, can I get you a pint of milk?
Even Steven.
Yeah.
This isn't our first good brownie story on this
Thank you
podcast,
for your,
by the way.
thank you for your service.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good time.
Dude, oh, man.
Adios.
There's so many good edible stories. You know what I mean? Like, edibles lead to some crazy tales, man.
They do.
When was the
Especially
first time
the-
you ever had an edible?
Especially, I was making edibles back in the 70s.
Did you figure it out yourself? Did somebody show you had to fry it or bake it to a certain temperature or whatever? You know what I mean?
Trial and error.
Right on. Right on.
Trial and error.
Love it.
Little thing I like to call trial and error.
Love it.
Had a bag of weed. Thought,
Fake it until you bake it.
make some brownies, mix it in there, see how it goes. It went well. So I stayed with it.
I love it.
Kept it.
I love it.
And that was back in the day when you get this Mexican stuff. You got like
Oh,
4,522 seeds.
Yep. Your ounce now weighs a quarter once you get all the seeds out.
Yeah. And always use the double album to take the seeds
Yeah,
out.
totally, man. Totally. Yeah, that's when you break out the Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Right? Seeds are going all over the
Little
place.
yes, some tales of some
Yeah.
topographic oceans.
Oh, boy.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. Oh,
I was just thinking, I started smoking weed when I was 14.
me too.
Yeah,
That exact age.
I was 14.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I gave you credit for 16, but looks like you had 2 years experience at that point.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. I was down the road by then.
Poor guy.
I was
is
well on
shot.
my way. Well on my way. I used to lay in my bedroom. I had a fireplace in my bedroom. And I used to lay in there. I'd build a nice fire and lay in there and listen to music and
Sounds like a good time to me already. Yes.
yeah. And then I'd go in the garage and work on my Harley a little bit and
Love it.
go back into the room. And my parents were upstairs. They never bothered me.
Oh, that's so cool. Love that.
Yeah, they didn't like me.
For real?
No, they didn't like me. I was the black sheep of the family.
Oh, okay.
I was the wild one.
Now, what tell me about them. Did they have a farm? Or
Yeah, kind of a farmette, kind of a farm thing going on. But my father was a regional sales manager for Quaker Oats.
oh, get out.
Yeah,
No shit.
yeah. I got to meet Aunt Jemima.
How about Wilford Brimley?
That was a sharp left I wasn't expecting.
She came to my house. Her and her accordion player came to my house.
We'll edit this in post.
Aunt Jemima had an accordion player?
Yeah, she was the granddaughter of the original Aunt Jemima.
I didn't know there was a real Aunt Jemima, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just like I know
And we were-
Santa Claus.
And by this time, we were already on the granddaughter.
Oh no! Aunt Jemima created that pancake
Oh,
mix.
there was a real Aunt Jemima.
Absolutely,
And she sold it to...
and she sold it to Quaker Oats.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and she became famous.
I had
and
no
they
idea.
and they took, and then she died, and then the granddaughter took over. She looked just like Aunt Jemima.
And I can't believe she was driving in this town.
No, so here's what happened. So my
With an
dad.
accordionist.
Let me tell you.
Please.
So my father worked for Quaker Oats,
Okay.
who owned Aunt Jemima.
Mm-hmm.
He used to have pancake breakfast
Okay.
in the towns. He would rent the VFW hall, and he would have pancakes and sausages and juice and coffee and charge $1 for it just to promote, Aunt Jemima pancake mix. And he would have Aunt Jemima come in and entertain the crowd.
And she would sing with the
And she would,
accordionist?
yes.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
Yes.
I never knew this. This is
Yeah.
great.
And I can't remember what year it was. And he did those every year. He did them for years. I can't remember what year it was. The NAACP walked in, took her out.
Get out. Fascinating.
Shut it.
Can't
shut
do it anymore.
Shut it down.
Fascinating.
And he never was able to do it again.
That's so wild.
He was able to have the pancake dinners, but not with Aunt
And
Jemima.
now Aunt Jemima doesn't get to make her money for these appearances.
Her picture's off the box.
Well,
She's
I was going to
off.
bring this up.
She's
Yeah,
off
yeah,
the
yeah.
box.
Well, see, now when that
It
whole
was
thing
a slow progression.
when that whole thing was going on, I had no idea they were working to take a real person whose company it was off the damn thing.
Now, I don't know whether she would still be alive or not,
That would be a long run.
because I was 7, 8 years old,
Yeah, that'd be a long.
9 years old, and she was probably in her early 30s.
She had to be somewhere along the road to have made a business and sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, there was real Aunt Jemima.
I had no idea,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Fascinating.
She was a really funny lady. I remember.
Was her act good?
Yeah, she sang. Yeah, she sang and danced a little bit.
Love it.
Yeah.
Priceless, man. The things you learn.
Yeah. Oh, I've got stories.
Yeah, so no doubt, dude.
I'm not. I don't even have any of the boxes open yet.
Well-
I got. Yeah.
Here,
We haven't even opened the box.
2 things on to dissect the onion a little more.
Yeah.
So his 13 months younger than
18.
18 months younger. So Irish twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was a grade behind his sister.
Oh, okay.
But you notice he graduated high school at 17. Yeah, they pushed him into. They could have held him back.
My mother said, "No, you gotta go. You have to go to school." And we were living in West Virginia,
Okay.
and there was no kindergarten.
Oh, so you started right first grade.
I went right first. When I should have went to kindergarten here,
Yeah.
I went to first.
So you were 5 years old starting first grade.
I sat right behind my sister.
Oh, interesting. And who's 18 months older than you?
2 grades in every room. There's only a
Oh.
4-room schoolhouse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There was 2 grades in every room,
Okay.
and I sat right behind my sister because it went alphabetically.
Yeah.
And she was second grade. I was first grade.
Oh, okay.
And you called him
okay.
the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
another
Yeah.
tidbit for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I like it.
Pushed him off to school, right? So he's too young, not mature enough.
Right.
He wanted to write with his left hand,
Oh, yeah.
but they thought that was a direct reflection of being influenced by the devil.
You got Satan. You got Satan in you.
Satan.
It's
So he was forced
Wow.
to be right-handed, and he still, to this day, says that's why he has bad penmanship.
Oh, man. Well, I can't imagine if I'd been writing with my left hand all these years.
Yeah. Now,
So in second grade, I broke my right hand. I broke my wrist. Okay, I had to have a cast on it. I did good.
Did they let you write with Satan's digits?
Yeah, I had to because I had free.
didn't miss a beat.
And the teacher was like, "Oh, you do so well with your left hand." Yeah.
There's a picture with him graduating high school. He's in his diploma. With his diploma in his cap and gown, with his younger sister,
Okay.
who was just born. He's 16 years older than his youngest
Yeah.
sister.
Now,
sibling.
is this just the third sibling?
The third
or-
sibling.
So it
Third.
was you and your sister that were 18 months apart, and
Yeah.
then 16
Yeah.
years later.
My Aunt Amy,
Okay.
she is left-handed.
Oh, now was it still? Was she allowed to be left-handed 16 years later, or was it still Satan's business?
It was a curse. It was a curse.
I've been
My
meaning
mother-
to ask him
my-
about this for years.
My parents were cursed.
That's unbelievable. Wait, was your older sister lefty too, or no?
No, she was righty.
Okay.
Righty,
Okay.
tighty,
Yeah,
righty.
she's-
All right. So
Yeah.
She
was
walked
the
the
favorite.
she walked the line.
Was she the favorite?
She was. She was. She got everything. I used to steal her money though.
Well, Alan, how did you know?
Hey, all you had to do is be right-handed in that
Yeah.
family.
No, no further questions.
The same way with tattoos. I couldn't get a tattoo because my mother said it was in the Bible that you can't get a tattoo.
Now that's wild too, but that's a little more normal for the times than the lefty thing.
Yeah.
Because only, like we talked about the other night, right? Back then,
Yeah.
only bikers and sailors had tattoos, right?
Guys in the Navy had naked women tattooed on their arms. Yeah. Which is why I wanted a tattoo. I loved it. I liked my friend's father, who was in the Navy,
Okay.
had a woman tattooed on his forearm, and she did not have a top on.
Did she jiggle when he flexed and all
Yes.
that? Yeah.
And he had muscle, and he would make them dance, and
Is that why you wanted to be a Navy SEAL?
no, but that's the reason why I think I like breast.
That is it for me.
That's so awesome.
I was only like 8 years old. I'm watching a guy's arm with beautiful tits.
Is the fizzy kicking in?
No,
Oh, is that?
it was busy.
I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've had some of that.
Little pregame.
I was thirsty.
Oh man, it's priceless, man.
I'd never heard that Navy story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the Navy guys. It was either the woman or the anchor.
The
right?
anchor.
Yeah. And he might have had to anchor, but
You
we
didn't care about that.
Nah, we didn't care. We wanted to see the naked woman.
You didn't develop an anchor fixation after
no,
that day.
No. And I've had it ever since. I've had this fascination with breast. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Big ones, small ones, I don't care. whatever. They're all good.
They're all good.
They're all good.
I make no judgments.
Yeah. Hey, you take what God gave you.
That's right.
Run with it. What's up?
Your thoughts?
I have one more unless you want to stop.
No.
it.
We're not gonna stop.
Okay.
Go.
So,
I got a couple in the chamber.
let's talk about your diving days.
Oh. I started diving with a rebreather.
Okay. And we're talking scuba diving here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Yeah, we're not talking skydiving.
No, we're talking about
Talking
scuba
Cliff diving.
No, we're talking about scuba diving.
Scuba diving,
Scuba
yep.
diving. So
I should've
I
said
started
that.
with a rebreather.
We're taking
I-
the cowboy off land
I can see.
into the sea.
I picture him scuba diving with a hat.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys done?
Hey, I make no promises.
Sidebar.
So I used to hang out at the my dad and I know it was to help me focus and stay out of. I grew up in a fun section of town when we lived in. My dad moved us into town for a bit,
Okay.
and it was a pretty. I mean, it wasn't a rough street. It was a fun street. We had a lot of fun.
Gallatin Avenue.
Gallatin Avenue. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. But I think he did things to try and help me stay out of trouble.
Okay.
So he bought a boat.
Oh, interesting.
Right? Yeah. So he used to take us skiing, and we learned to ski, and we used to hang out.
Water
at the-
skiing.
Water ski. So
What
we,
a boat! So we went skiing
Yeah.
in the wintertime.
Yeah. So I used to hang out with this guy at the marina, right? The son of the owner of the marina. I used to
Okay.
hang out with him, right? And the guys, the mechanics, would always drop their tools. They'd be working on a motor, and they'd drop a wrench.
And it goes in the water and it's lost.
30 foot of water.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching it one day, and the guy dropped the wrench, and he goes, and there's a brand new wrench, you know? I went, well, you want me to go get it for you? He went, yeah. I went, okay. I dove in.
No outfit, just
No,
you,
just-
just 30 feet down, bing, bang, boom.
Pair of cut off blue jean shorts.
I love it.
Dove down, got his, I could see it. It's silver.
Yeah.
It's flickering.
Right,
All right.
right.
Grabbed it and take it out and handed it to him. He went, dude. He says, there's a whole bunch of wrenches down there. I went, well, but I can't hold my breath for that long, you know. So he says, well, I think we got a rebreather. He went and he got me the rebreather. And I went down and I picked up maybe, I don't know, 8, 10 wrenches for him. Got all these tools back.
Man.
So, and that just kind of, something went off.
Little fire.
I wanted to be a dive. I wanted to dive. And I was watching Sea Hunt. I love Sea Hunt.
Oh, Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah, my favorite Saturday morning. Cold pizza and a quart of milk. Yeah, best program.
Cold pizza and a quart of milk. I love it.
Yeah, watch Sea Hunt.
It's awesome. Little
Yeah.
Lloyd Bridges on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
was
it, man.
great.
That's great.
So I went and got certified
That's cool.
for scuba diving.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guys that was in my course that was getting certified with me was a state trooper,
Oh, okay.
right? So we got to be good friends. We buddied up a couple of times. Well, we worked together a few times, you know, during the course. We got to be friends. So we went diving a few times. We joined it was a club. It was
Okay.
called Connersville Scuba Club.
Okay.
And we went diving a few times. And then one time he calls me and says, hey, he says, the local state trooper barracks wants to start a dive team.
Oh.
You wanna join in? I went, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Sure.
So we did like bodies and
Bodies, he said.
bodies. Yeah. Drownings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Helicopter pick you up, take you, drop you. You go
What was
find
the body of water you were working around there?
Yakagani Dam.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. High two. We found a guy in High Two Lake. It was. It's at the highest peak in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
It's called High Two Lake,
Okay.
and I guess the guy was he was an older guy. He was like in his late 60s, I would say. He was fishing And I don't know if he got a big fish or what, but he fell off into the water and he drowned.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got him. Then the kid was swimming across the Yock Lake, and it was a rough Sunday afternoon, and he was in the bottom, and the boat went over top and sliced him. Took us 2 weeks to find him.
Oh, goodness.
He's the one whose arm pulled off.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who pushed it back on? It was all right.
That's got to be so. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine diving for dead bodies, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, I can't even imagine.
I mean, you know ahead of time.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know ahead of time.
New
but-
Year's Day. Stupid kid goes to a party with the New Year's Eve with his friends
Okay.
and bets that he can swim across the river do the polar bear plunge.
We're doing this on New Year's Eve night.
He's going to do it New Year's Eve day.
Okay.
Right. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, New Year's Eve day. Ringing, ringing, ringing. We got a body in the river.
Man, dude, come on.
He made it halfway.
Oh, man. At least you didn't have to pay off the bet.
Yeah. And then I found cars, guns.
All kinds of contraband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the bottom
Any
of the lake?
drugs?
Drugs?
Like a suitcase full of.
No. No, drugs. Back in the early 70s, drugs weren't that big,
Oh, I guess not. Yeah.
especially in Hooterville. Yeah. But they would send us to try and find like evidence.
Yeah. Okay.
Like guns.
Somebody drives,
Cars.
chucks it out of there. Yeah.
Kind of
okay.
beautiful Corvette one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it? It wasn't salvageable from
It
the
wa-
bottom of the lake, was it?
It was like brand new when we brought it out.
No kidding.
Yeah. It
Oh,
wasn't in that long.
Is that one of those things that ends up in like a police auction then?
Probably.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think that car got driven again?
I would probably think it would be able to be driven
Wow.
again.
I would. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild, isn't it?
That is
Yeah.
wild. I would have not thought that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thought
Nope.
once they go in the water, that's it.
That was a hell of an error for Corvettes too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like a 64
Oh, come on.
Mr. Clean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Used to bale a lot of hay.
Oh,
I hated it.
Sharp left.
baling hay.
Baling hay.
That's
Me and my sister.
It's got to be this. Now, this was when you were growing up. Okay.
My dad driving the tractor and me and my sister throwing the bales up on the wagon to her to stack them. Yeah.
That's wild, man. That's got to be just long, tedious work, man.
Loved it.
Dude, I got a crazy story for you. We were walking around where we lived. Walks around, sees this mint green Jeep. Okay? Walks up to the guy, was like, "That's for sale?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll take it." Takes the Jeep. We're with my uncle, married to his sister.
Okay.
We go into the Pine Barrens, right? It's Labor Day weekend.
Like the Sopranos Pine Barrens.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, not far from where we're going.
Okay.
We didn't have a shovel though.
Right. Yeah. Or a Russian in the trunk, I hope.
Right.
We could have used the shit. Yeah. We're going four-wheeling and it's a lot, places that he used to just hang out and whatever.
Okay.
I had a soccer tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We were just going to go for a little bit, head back, go to the soccer tournament. He gets stuck in quicksand. We get the Jeep. So that shovel you talked
There's
about?
quicksand in the Jersey Pine Barrens?
Yeah.
Continue, please. That blows my mind.
Yeah, well, we got stuck for like probably 3 hours. It wasn't until a guy drove past that had one of those huge pickup trucks, chains it,
With the winch
pulls
and all
it
that.
out. Yeah. We end up going 3 hours late
Wow.
to the soccer tournament.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I very easily could have missed the game.
Lucky for me, the tournament was running late.
Oh, you didn't miss any
I didn't
game
miss
time?
anything.
Oh, that's incredible.
I went to my coach. I go, "My dad made me late." He goes, "I already heard the whole story."
Wow. Quicksand of all things.
The wild card strikes again.
Quicksand. Come on.
But yeah, I mean, you found one of the only places with quicksand, right?
In New Jersey. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Just my luck.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Freaking quicksand of all
I
things.
used to go. I used to take my coonhound. I had a coonhound I used to take him out in the middle of the night in the Pine Barrens. I was
Yeah,
all
he
over
was-
the Pine
Were you
Barrens.
searching
He
for
was,
the Jersey
he-
Devil, or
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome.
What did he say?
I said searching for the Jersey Devil, and he said, "Yep."
Well, I was gonna say he was more in the agricultural game than he was in the hunting game.
Okay.
Yeah, growing
Okay.
and trying to find than he was trying to hunt.
Okay.
1957, CJ4, I think it was CJ3-4, with a 350 Chevy engine in it. Hurst 4-speed,
Okay.
35-inch tires, mud tires.
Oh yeah.
Thing would scream through the sand.
So awesome.
Scream. I had so much fun with that Jeep in the Pine Barrens.
I love it.
Yeah.
Any more in the chamber?
That's it. That's what I got, man. That was all. That's so good, man. I feel like I could just throw out any word though, and it could lead to a great
yeah.
discussion.
What's next for the wild card?
Yeah, man.
I've had a good life. I've had a lot of fun. I don't know what's next. I have no idea. I'm just kind of like letting it roll,
Love that.
and seeing where it goes. I'm gonna cut it off here pretty soon, as far as living abroad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move back here and see what happens.
That's cool. Well, I
Yeah.
hope you end up in this area so we can.
Oh yeah, I
see you a
will.
lot.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's
I got
awesome.
enough ties here now with with all the grandkids and Joel and his sisters and yeah.
That's really cool, man. That's
Yeah.
really cool. It would be good to have you around.
I'll be back. Yeah.
Another episode of the wild card. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace out.